Name that time. It is a cool mid-September day here in Golden Valley. An IMAC Conference girls soccer match between the St. Paul Academy Spartans and the Breck Mustangs. Well, welcome to McKnight Field in Golden Valley. John Jacobson along with Sig Ligry. We will have the start of today's match after our national anthem.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all three of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
We are back at Breck School, getting ready for a matchup between the Mustangs and the Spartans. Second time these teams have met this season. 2 weeks ago was Breck winning 2-0 against SPA. Spartans come in with a record of no wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. Breck 2 wins, 1 loss, and 3 ties. Good seasoned team for Breck. The one player they're missing from last year, Caitlin McBean, who was Ms. Soccer in Class A last year, now at Penn State. They're really missing her scoring. They've got a lot of talent, but just unable to finish in a lot of their matches, thus the 3 ties.
Well, it absolutely makes a big difference when your top scorer from last year is scoring 30 goals and that person's missing. So the rest of the team is doing what they've done last year. Unfortunately, they don't have a catalyst up front.
St. Paul Academy just 2 goals in their 4 matches so far this year. They are wearing the white today. These schools with the same color scheme, the white and the navy. Some gold trim, but SPA in white, Breck in navy today. As we get ready to start this one, it's Breck coming off their first conference championship in girls soccer in over 30 years. In 2019, lost in the section semifinals to Blake. So they've really had a run of a nice team last year and this year, and hoping to continue a strong year and perhaps another conference championship here in 2020. They play the ball deep down into the SPA end, cross, and it will go out of play, and we'll get an early goal kick for St. Paul Academy. As you look at their starters, Lindsey Brown is the goalkeeper right there, number 98. We're gonna get a whistle here, and we don't like that ball, Sig. We're gonna get another one, and we'll start with the goal kick with another try.
I think that ball may have been just a little bit underinflated.
And the rest of the starters for St. Paul Academy. Ball out of play. We'll get a throw in here for SPAs. You look at the Breck starters. Eber Breland is the goalkeeper for Breck. Sophomore, first-year starter, has played all the matches so far for the Mustangs. This ball out of bounds, and we'll get a throw in for Breck. Emily Johnson, junior defender, putting it in play. Comes back to SPA. That gets blocked by Grace Poloidal, the talented freshman. And SPA drives it out of bounds. We'll get a throw in again for the Mustangs. Johnson putting it back into play. And touched out of bounds there by SPA's Madeline Fisher. Throw in again for Johnson. And they play it back toward middle of the field. Mariah Kauser to the right and then down the middle again. SPA gets a touch on it. SPA trying to clear up the middle of the field. Comes onto the foot of Julia Barron.
Good battle for it here in the midfield.
Comes back to Brown and able to make the stop there, and she'll clear it away again here for the Spartans. Now to cross midfield. Turning, passing. Olivia Lagos now up the right side, too far out in front of Barron. And played by Breck, but past Johnson out of play, so SPA will get a throw in here. Now Fisher will throw it in. Fisher's throw in right to Izzy Medrano. And then Breck able to clear it away. Here's a break. Grace Poloidal got it behind the defenders. They catch up. Gets an opening, though. Puts a shot on net. And Brown makes the save. Grace Poloidal with 3 goals on the season. And Brown making the stop. And the ball now out to midfield. Just over 3 minutes into the first half between SPA and Breck. Later tonight on CCX on this Thursday, Benilde St. Margaret's and Breck in boys soccer. Throw in for Johnson. Grace Poloidal with it. Gets inside the defender. Now it's Lewin Mills and comes back out to the middle of the field. And SPA with it again. Played by Brown in goal and gives it a good strong kick out to near midfield to be knocked down there. Chipped ahead. Grace Poloidal and taken away from her. Medrano, middle of the field. Stops, retreats, trying to keep it away from the Mustangs and does. Got a little touch pass off to Maria Gonzalez. Cross midfield where Breck got a shot at it. And now the Mustangs control. Hannah Poloidal now will play it up for SPA to intercept that. Back to midfield. Breck taking it. And it's off Johnson's foot and out. Throw in for the Spartans.
Nice takeaway by the Mustangs. Offside call on the far side.
So we get a free kick here for St. Paul Academy.
Waiting for everybody to get back in positions. Referee for this match, Peter Noanfuna. Near linesman is Greg Adler. On the other side, Martin Barklow.
Ball played by Johnson across midfield for Breck. Then onto the foot of Fisher for SPA, all the way to the left side. Up for Maya Hoffman. Breck getting a play back on it at midfield. Push it up the right side. Mustang player going down there, Maggie Mixon. Back to the middle of the field. Barron played it across midfield, where it was taken back by Maggie Draws of Breck. Georgia Lewin Mills for Breck. Short pass, and that one too far and out of play. Trying to hit it to Grace Polidal. Throw in the SPA to Barron. Marked pretty close there. Gets it out to midfield. Touch pass back to Medrano. Chipped across midfield. With ball collision. Going down there was Draws. At midfield. Take away for SPA briefly, and then Medrano went down. And finally played by Gia back. Midfield to the sideline. And pushed ahead again by Draws. All the way out off SPA. Throw in for Breck.
It's an opportunity here for the Mustangs, bringing the ball down.
Hey John, we're still having audio issues. We have to reset some things, so unfortunately we're not gonna have audio for a bit. But right now, it's probably a good time.
Goal kick for SPA.
Throw in here for Breck. Loose ball comes in front. Shot that gets blocked. Another try for Mixon and plays it back to the outside. And getting knocked down there, Mixon, and we'll get a corner kick here for the Breck Mustangs. Taking the corner will be Hannah Paloidal, a senior and one of the captains for Breck.
It's going to be a short pass. It is.
Gets it to her sister Grace. Back to Hannah. She'll chip it toward the front. It's loose. Headed away and then off the foot of Lewin Mills and out of bounds. Good defensive play by Madeline Fisher, number 17, who came in to play the ball for SBA.
It was a good play from the corner kick, getting the ball in short, then return back to the kicker, then getting the shot off. Just a little bit too much traffic on the defense. Could not get anything on goal.
For SBA, short pass on the right comes up to Barron off of Lagos' foot. Back to midfield. Lucy Bond playing it ahead. Had it taken away by Breck, and then a takeaway by Hannah Paloidal, middle of the field. Looking to play it through to Lewin Mills, and it scoots all the way back in goal to Lindsey Brown. Brown showing strong leg here in the first half, getting another one out to midfield. And back defensively. Malaya Kauser to play that. Out of bounds, though. It's a throw in for SPA. Play to the middle and then back out off the foot of Gonzalez. Out of play. Throw in for Breck. Johnson a little bit high on that pass. On the throw in, they'll get another shot at it, though. It was shorter this time, and a nice job by Lewin Mills to keep that in bounds, but it's SPA back to play it. And they're going to say, actually, that one went out, and so we get a throw in for the Spartans. Johnson back there defending Lagos. Across the middle of the field. Grace Paloidal playing it, but nobody down that deep right side. Man taken by SPA played up that left side by Aurelia Meza. Midfield, Breck controls again. Back it comes to Offed. Peyton Offed, a senior defender and captain. Got it across midfield. It goes deep.
Offside.
And another offside call on Breck. So they've been whistled for that a couple of times here in the opening 11 and a half minutes.
What's the matter getting that timing down on some of those passes? That's why they're getting all these offsides.
Off the free kick out to midfield. Comes on to the foot of Duel. Outside right, short pass to the middle. Now back to the left. Lewin Mills. Dropping it back. Comes back to Kauser. All the way back to Offet. Cross midfield, intercepted briefly by SPA. Breck gets control again. Go back to midfield. Played down by Draws and then cleared back away by SPA and Naomi Straub. Medrano playing it back down. Gets it again. She'll chip it ahead. SPA looking for a little advantage, but coming back defensively. Kauser, senior captain and defender, makes the play for Breck. Doesn't allow SPA a scoring chance there. We played 13 minutes here in the first half. No score. IMAC Conference Soccer today on CCX. Partly cloudy skies and SIG 56 degrees at game time. A little cool for September 17th.
Yes, kind of cool for us old guys. But,
Right.
But the
I can
players
feel it
are-
in our bones.
Yeah.
It's a comfortable day to play, no doubt. This is a great day to play. Now, switching is Lewin Mills, trying to get it ahead to Grace Poloidal. Missed on that pass. SPA back with it again. Medrano dropping it back. Gets the return pass. And then driven out to midfield by Straub. Not on the left and able to catch up with it. Must be able to keep control, then to give it up and pass taken and pushed ahead by Adia. Down all the way to Brown, and she'll take it on the goal kick.
Everybody was onside that time, but the ball had no place to go as it goes innocently right back to the keeper.
Johnson ahead for Lewin Mills. Lewin Mills, a little step inside the defender. Still with it. Crosses to the middle of the field. And that pass just missing. Trying to set up Hannah Poloidal, and Kendall White just missed on the pass. And now reset back toward midfield. Draws. Moving up. Ball is loose. Poloidal with a shot and right into the midsection of Brown. Grace Poloidal had the best scoring chance so far, though. Right there, Sig.
It certainly was. It was right on the goal area. Unfortunately, the keeper was right there to catch it.
Kauser outside. Johnson. Ball played deep left side. Duel will get there first for SPA. Turns onto the foot of Fisher and out of play. Throw in Breck. Couple players around Grace Poloidal. Ball, it's out, and we'll get a corner kick, the second of the first half for the Mustangs. Again, it'll be Hannah Poloidal who will play it from the corner. Just missing on the header, a little too high, and the ball cleared away by SPA. Just over the head of Peyton Offet, who was right in front of the net.
The ball driven right back in, but that was offside.
From the sideline, punched out in front of the game, the ball loose, and the header comes right to Brown, who makes another stop. Brown to midfield, up, knocked down by Johnson. Trying to squeeze through there was Barron for SPA, but Breck maintains control. Aggie draws and out of play in the midfield area, and we'll get a throw in for SPA. Breck with it as Johnson comes near side. On to Lewin Mills' foot. To White. And back to Johnson. Johnson losing it though. Got it back. And Breck has control again. Lewin Mills, the sophomore midfielder. Playing it up. 20 yards out. Here's a chip on net. And Brown making the save on Hannah Paloidal. Brown has been busy, Sig, his first 17 and a half minutes of the first half.
Yes, she has. She has no chance to sit back there and relax. It's been a lot of traffic in front of her, facing 5 shots.
SPA now trying to get something going. Barron, and it's played out. And we will get our first corner kick opportunity for SPA.
And taking the shot will be Madeline Fisher, number 17.
And Fisher in front. Shot gets blocked. Grace Paloid all able to block the shot attempt from Mia Hoffman. And a whistle. Yep. Get a foul on SBA. Get our first substitution of the match. Comes for Breck. Freshman midfielder Katie Tyson in. And she'll replace Kendall White.
That last shot was a lot more dangerous than you think, because it was underneath the ball and it was high. And the keeper was having a little bit of trouble tracking it, but there was a foul call, so it really didn't matter. But those kind of shots are dangerous.
Now Medrano for SPA played it up the left side. Breck back to take it. All driven up the middle of the field. Race for it, and it'll get back to the keeper, Brown, before Boydall could make a play on it for the Mustangs. Out to midfield. Traps played back. Gigi Adia got a foot on it. Right side. Taken by SPA. They get it out to midfield. A little bit behind Medrano, trying to catch up to it, but getting there first was Offet. And back defensively here is Fisher, ahead of Grace Paloidal to get a...
Yeah, I'm waiting for a signal if that's a goal kick or not. I think it's going to be a corner.
No, just to throw in.
Throw in. Okay. Kind of hard to see parts of the field from the press box.
Comes back to Johnson. And cleared away by the Spartans. Out to midfield. Kauser had a foot on it. But now it's Medrano for SPA. Turns, fires it deep. Left side, but way out in front of Hoffman. And sent back by Offet to midfield. Anna Boydall had to take it away from her. Now it comes back to Adia. For Kauser. Out to midfield. Just missed Tyson on that pass. Throw in for SPA. Push it all the way to the right. Kauser to draws. Out across midfield, a little far out in front of Grace Beloit all. Played out by SPA, and we will get a throw in for Breck.
Again, deep in the Spartan zone.
Draws on the throw in and out off of Maggie Mixon and out. We'll get a throw in for SPA. Madrano for the Spartans. Off onto the foot of Meza. Midfield turning and playing at Lagos. Off to her left. Now the Spartans looking to put it to the middle of the field. They do. Knocked down there was Barron. Play goes on. Kauser for Breck. DeLu and Mills. Middle of the field. Comes back to Straub, who played it. Taken by Lewin Mills for Breck. A little pass on the right, and going down is Grace Beloit.
We have a foul called. Now it's a matter if it's a flagrant foul or not. That could be a PK. And it looks like we're setting up for a penalty kick.
Grace Beloit all knocked out. Looks like it'll be Sister Hannah that will take the penalty kick.
Brown getting some instructions about when and where to move. It's a guessing game, left or right.
Oh, and a great stop by Lindsey Brown.
That was just outstanding.
That was terrific.
Gets out in front of the ball, gets her paws out there and knocks it down. Excellent save. That's a big-time save.
So we stay scoreless with under 17 minutes to play. Now an SBA player is down.
I think it's White, isn't it?
I think it's Lagos. Yeah, it's Olivia Lagos who's down here for St. Paul Academy.
I couldn't tell what happened. She kind of had a collision and then just kind of fell down on the surface.
Well, they continue to look at Olivia Lagos.
Well, so far in the match, the Breck Mustangs have been doing a pretty good job of controlling the ball, moving it well, passing it well. Had some decent offensive opportunities. The biggest, of course, being the penalty kick attempt. That was brilliantly stopped by Brown. Mustangs have 6 shots, 5 on goal for a 83% shot on goal percentage in the first half so far. But St. Paul Academy has been able to keep them out of the net, so they're in the game. Looks like she's trying to get up.
Lagos in the sitting position, trying to scoot off the field. They can take a little longer look at her. To your right there is Tanya Russell. She's the acting head coach tonight, assistant coach. Head coach Pablo Campbell's not here tonight, so Coach Russell is taking over head coaching duties tonight for SPA. Let's look at that scoring chance just a few seconds ago, Sig, on the penalty kick by Hannah Poloito and the great save by Lindsey Brown.
Yeah, it's a guessing game. She guessed right. And that's where the ball went, just within her reach to knock it out of the way.
With an injury timeout, we will take a timeout here on CCX. Our score, 16:34 to play in the first half. No score. St. Paul Academy and Breck.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens. I surrender, I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Okay, we're back here at McKnight Field in Golden Valley. No score, Breck and St. Paul Academy. SPA in white, Breck in the navy. Breck definitely did all the scoring chances here in the first half, but nothing in. Past Lindsey Brown and the Spartans yet. And in these teams meeting for a second time this season, Breck winning 2-0 back on September 3rd. Breck will reset on the back end. Kauser goes down, colliding there with Barron. Whistle foul on Barron. Get a free kick for Breck. Hannah Poloidal, good strong leg, driving that one deep. But SPA there to play it, and a good header on the back end, able to clear that out of danger.
A little bit of a trip against Breck.
And off the foul call, it's Straub on the free kick, getting it across midfield. Up the right side, this will be over the end line, goal kick for Breck. Eva Breland has not seen much action yet. She gets her second goal kick of the first half. Just over the head there of Hannah Poloidal. Comes back. Hannah Poloidal there battling Hoffman for the ball. Tyson will drop it back, and Johnson chips it across midfield. Hannah Poloidal, a good takeaway for Gonzalez by SPA. And then taken right back by Breck as Adia got it across midfield. Dropped back to Johnson. Run up the left side. Tyson trying to give chase, but SPA is back for it. Comes to Hoffman. Out to midfield. Gets past Barron there. And Kauser has it for Breck. Up the middle of the field. Skips past one SBA player before Straub got a foot on it. Hannah Poloidal trying to take it away. SPA maintaining possession. Cross midfield. And then taken back briefly by Draws, but unable to keep it in play. We'll get a throw in for St. Paul Academy. To midfield where Breck has it. Lewin Mills.
Here's an opportunity. The big race goes on, and Brown's right there to scoop it up.
Maggie Mixon, the freshman, was the Breck player making the run up the right side before Brown got to it. Breck gets control again to Dia. Back to Mixon. Mixon. Hannah Ploydall, little touch on it to Lewin Mills. And SPA takes it away again. It comes to Madrano. Izzy Madrano off on her right. Race to get to the ball before it went out of bounds, and unable to keep it in was Hoffman. Throw in for Breck.
Good effort, but ran out of real estate.
Ball trapped there by Hannah Ploydall. Comes back to Johnson, out of play. SPA throw in by Fisher. Comes into Barron, a whistle. And a foul on Johnson of Breck.
So Spartans now with an opportunity deep in the Breck zone.
Those of you watching live this Thursday afternoon, we apologize for our audio troubles. They seem to be fixed now. And so now you have to listen to Sig and I. Well, I guess you can turn down. You can still hit mute, right?
Yeah, they can still hit mute.
Nice curving shot, and Breland able to make the stop on Madeline Fisher. That was a good shot, but right at the sophomore keeper. And Breland able to make the save.
That's the first shot and shot on goal for the St. Paul Academy Spartans.
Well, misplayed a little bit. Chance here for Breck. Loose ball. Short pass, and that's broken up by the Spartans. So they're able to recover. And after nearly giving it away to the Mustangs on the back end, comes to Hoffman. Moving into play it briefly was Lewin Mills. And Mixon trying to get it up, and another good defensive play there by SPA as Straub got to it. Now Adia moving in. Trying to squeeze that ball through and cleared back out by Straub. Johnson trapped it. Breck will reset. Offet on her right to draws.
Let's see if they drop it in again. They've been doing that pretty much in the latter part of the first half, is it dropping the ball in and then going after it. Offside called.
I think it was off of play and just off of Breck, so we're going to get a goal kick. We'll get substitutions here for Breck. Grace Ploydall back in. Also Sarah Feather and Kayla McKinnon in for the first time. Under 9.5 minutes to go. Still no score here in the first half between Breck and SPA. Kauser back for Breck to Adia. All the way back. Offed. The Kauser.
Still controlling it. Now sending the ball up.
McKinnon can't catch up to it. It's out of play. And a throw in for St. Paul Academy. Fisher on the throw in. Pass just missed a little bit and he allowed Breck to regain control. Johnson's pass gets blocked by Bond. Hannah Ploydall turning, pass to her left, just and back to Ploydall from Feather, but SPA is back to play it. To midfield, back into the play is Hannah Ploydall. Up the right side, Mixon trying to get a play on it, and covered up nicely on the back end by Aurelia Meza. Intercepted by the Mustangs. Chance here and another good defensive play. And then a shot and it goes high and out of play.
And that will landing somewhere the other side of Golden Valley.
Just a little bit
if it ever
out
comes
of play.
down. That thing was so high it scared 2 drones.
Draws. There it's played out to middle of the field and comes back to Offed. Now to Adia. Offed looking things over and plays it to her right, across midfield. Now it comes to Draws, missed on the pass. Yeah, gives Gonzalez the ball. Dropping it back. And played by Johnson, deep.
What a great hustle by Emily Johnson, number 14, came running up there, seeing that she had an opportunity and got the steal.
And it allows Breck to get a throw in deep here. Grace Ploydall. Back taken by SBA by Duel. Chip by Johnson, middle of the field. Battle there for it. Opportunity for the Mustangs and cleared away by Straub.
Straub doing the right thing there, get the ball over the touchline to get the pressure off the defense.
Tough play along the sideline. Fisher winning that battle against McKinnon for a moment, and it's back out of bounds. Another throw-in coming for the Mustangs. SPA turning it back. Madrano. And pushed ahead by Gonzalez. Taking a little bump off the ball. Tyson lost it to SPA. Breck getting it back. Mixon with the pass. Here's Adia. 3 SPA players around her. And played away by Duel. Comes back. And in on net. Brown makes the save on Hannah Ploydall. Still no score. 5:10 to play in the first half. Gauser driving it up the middle of the field. Chipped ahead. And just kept away from Tyson there.
And looking down the sideline, they're taking Olivia Lagos off the field. She was able to scoot over by herself and lift herself onto the back of the vehicle. Now she's sitting up, and they'll be taking her in to get her checked out.
Here's the injury she had earlier.
Wow.
You see her grab her
Grabbed
knee
her
that
knee.
just went down.
Yeah, I wonder if she already had a knee
Turn.
problem and twisted it and went right down on the field. So hopefully she'll be all right. You can see her sitting in the back of the vehicle. Meantime, back to action. Breck trying to penetrate the SPA defense again.
Tyson was shielded off from the wall by Mesa and allowed SPA to get to the throw-in. That went off of Feather. Then we get a free kick off the handball for SPA. SPA with just the one shot on goal off that free kick. That came right to Breland, and we mentioned very early in the telecast it's been a problem for SPA this year, just not being able to score much in their first 4 matches. Just 2 goals so far through 4 matches, and 0-3-1 record.
But the coach also told us that they're pretty solid on defense, and that's been the case.
Grace Ploydall was trying to get back behind Straw, but Spartans maintained control, and now they moved across midfield.
Good counter. redirect, but nobody in white was there.
And Johnson plays it for Breck. All played ahead. Grace Beloydall, but it was onside, but Fisher was back. And that rolled too far anyway, and all the way back where Brown comes out to make the play. Knocked down by Gigi Adia Breck. Header at midfield by Medrano. Now Medrano touching it back to Bond. Out across midfield. Breck has a little collision there between Fisher and Kauser. Looking to play it through to Barron. And Barron goes down. And we get a whistle.
Now the question is, what was that infraction? Is it coming down here? If it's anything, it's outside the box by about 1.5 yards to 2 yards.
And that's where they're going to spot it.
Eagle eye, huh?
Fisher walking up. Either looks like she's going to take this free kick. Wall in front of her. Fisher lines it off one of the defenders. Cleared by Johnson. Long shot trying to break through. We get a whistle.
I'm not sure what that infraction was. It looks like it's going to be against SPA.
It will be in a free kick here with under 30 seconds to go for Breck. Oh, no, okay, Sig. Here's what we...
So we have a drop ball.
Yeah, looks like it. Meanwhile, the clock continues to run, and it'll be halftime.
I don't know if they could put more time on there or not, but the referee called the stoppage and explained some things to the players, then was going to do a drop ball, and then we ran out of time.
So we are at halftime. St. Paul Academy and Breck Girls Soccer on CCX. 0-0. Spartans and the Mustangs back with more after this.
It is normal, even healthy, to feel stress. But the coronavirus has many people worried about health, work, and the future. That stress can add up and make you sick. Some signs of too much stress are sleeping too much or not enough, eating too much or not enough, headaches, stomach aches, or rashes, and feelings of disbelief, fear, or irritability. If you find yourself with any of these symptoms, take a break to just breathe. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Repeat this 4-7-8 breathing pattern 3 to 4 times. For more mental health resources, visit NAMI.org/coronavirus.
Back at the Breck School in Golden Valley, John Jacobson, Sig Lagry, high school girls soccer today on CCX. Halftime, Breck and SPA, no score. We look at some highlights from the first 40 minutes of play today at McKnight Field. Not much for scoring chances for St. Paul Academy in the first half. This one over the net and over Breland. And there was a save made by Eva Breland later in the half. And Breck had more of the scoring chances, no doubt, in the first half. Well defended there by Fisher of SPA. Grace Boyd put one right into the midsection there of Brown. And off a corner kick, header, and Brown able to make a quick stop on. They did get one outstanding scoring chance, a penalty kick. And there's Lindsey Brown again, making the stop on Grace Boyd. That game was just under 17 minutes to play. And we stay at 0-0. There's the shots, and the shots on goal so far, heavily in favor of the Mustangs. Fouls 4-2. 4 against the Mustangs, 2 against the Spartans. 3 corners for the Mustangs and 1 for the Spartans.
Well, the big story of the first half is defense. St. Paul Academy has been taking a lot of pressure from the Mustangs, but their defense has been holding fast, and that brilliant save on the penalty kick by Brown was probably the key factor in the first half.
Let's look at the standings in the IMAC Conference coming into play today. Breck 2-0-2 in conference matches, just ahead of Minnehaha Academy. Blake just 2 conference matches so far. Providence Academy at 1-2 and SPA at 0-3. As we mentioned earlier, Breck, the defending conference champion, their first conference championship in girls soccer in over 30 years. Beat Blake twice during the regular season, then beat Blake in a long time. But unfortunately for the Mustangs, the Bears beat them in the playoffs and knocked them out their season last October. But a talented team. Coach Driver here has at Breck, and they'd certainly like to win another conference title, especially at this point, Sig. We think there's going to be some sort of section playoffs. We've heard rumblings and talking to some coaches like, well, we think so, and probably not a state tournament, but nothing official yet. Nobody knows yet. Nothing's been announced yet, I should say, as far as what a postseason will look like. And the regular season for these teams will end in 3 weeks, so they would like to know sooner rather than later and what to look forward to, if anything, beyond October 8th or so.
Yeah, and that's a big concern. I mean, obviously everybody's trying to guess, but they just want to know what's going to happen.
Right.
So they can plan ahead or start thinking ahead about what's going to happen. You look at Breck, they got 3 more games after this against Blake, Minnehaha Academy, and then Providence Academy, and then what do you do next? You get ready for sections, or are we done?
Right. Well, we'll find out hopefully within the next week or so what we'll have potentially for postseason soccer for the high school boys and girls. Beautiful afternoon in Golden Valley at Breck School. We will take another time out. We'll come back and start up our second half. Breck SPA girls soccer continues on CCX after this.
Hi, everyone. Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that after 75 years, Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Ooh, it is definitely fall around the corner as you'll get the changing leaves here near Breck School. We are getting ready to start the second half. Breck and St. Paul Academy, no score. Sig, as we talked about throughout the first 40 minutes, Breck definitely more of the scoring chances, but has been the case this year and have not been able to put a lot of goals in the net. Neither is St. Paul Academy, and so that you think the advantage is to Breck, but St. Paul Academy playing well defensively and not giving Breck a lot of great scoring opportunities outside the penalty kick, really. Nothing too dangerous. I guess there was one other chance for Grace Boyd-All as well. So I'd say 2 scoring chances, really, that were really good tries.
Yeah, one excellent shot opportunity with the PK, and the other one was a pretty good quality shot. Otherwise, as we were saying, the St. Paul Academy doing a pretty good job on defense, getting in there and knocking the ball away, looking at the head coach, Tanya Russell. So I think she'd have to be happy with the way her defense has been playing. As you said, not able to get much going on the scoring end or the offensive end. Breck, on the other hand, doing a good job moving the ball around. I think they changed strategy halfway through the first half. Instead of just moving the ball up, they would just send it up and go after it, going for the long ball. That kind of gave them a little bit of an advantage, but then again, SPA was right there to knock it away.
Hard for us to see exactly right here how much of a problem the sun is, but if you look at Lindsey Brown, she's definitely shielding her eyes from the sun, so I don't know if that'll be a factor early in the second half if Breck's able to get any scoring opportunities or send a long ball in.
Right. You send a long ball in now on that net, that's going to give fits to the keeper. As you can see, she's having a tough time looking into that sun. Just has not gone behind the trees yet. It will in just a little bit, but right now the shadow is almost to midfield, and we are underway. St. Paul Academy with control.
Underway here in the second half as Madeline Fisher plays it, and then driven out by Breck. SPA will get the throw in. They go and see if they can be a little more aggressive offensively here while not giving up anything on defense, which is sometimes a little tricky balance to be able to achieve both at the same time. Grace Boyd-All, and defensively back again is Naomi Straub to play it away from Boyd-All. We'll get the throw in here for Breck by Maggie Draws. Grace Boyd-All has it taken away from her. Comes to Medrano, and up onto the foot of Andrea Gist, who is in, and then played back to Brown from Straub. Had her way on the goal kick, knocked down by Kendall White, though. White with a shot and fired it high, not a play.
Well, I'm not sure about that kick by the keeper, Brown. She gave it a little bit of a touch and went right to the Breck player. Here you see, goes right to her, takes a shot, and goes off to the far side.
Breck playing it back. Fisher keeps it away from Lewin Mills. Out of play. We'll go throw in for Breck. They'll be taken by Johnson. In for Grace Boyd-All. Battles there with Hoffman for the ball. Fisher throw in. Back it comes. Idea for Breck. To midfield, driven by Alfed. Deep right side. There's a little switch there by Hannah Boyd-All. Trying to get it ahead to her sister Grace, but it rolls all the way back to Brown.
You know, I like the movement, but I think I would have preferred her to take a shot high up in the air, make that keeper fight for it.
Barron's header for SPA, played by Kauser up to midfield for Breck. Kauser gets it again on the short pass from Adia. Out across midfield, race for the ball. Nixon trying to get there. Comes back,
here's an
gets
opportunity.
To the middle of the field. A shot by White and punched up and out of over the net by Brown.
Whoa, did she take a 1/2 second too long on that one to try and set it up? Watch this. Sets it up and now takes a shot. What a save by Brown. That's 2 big saves by that keeper, Lindsey Brown. Here's the corner.
Hannah Ploydall on the corner.
Nice placement.
Right through the box. Comes back to Adia. Short pass. Driving toward the middle. Grace Ploydall turning. Goes down. Gets back up. Played by the keeper Brown out. Able to get out to her right to the defender. And then cleared out toward midfield. Not a good play by Hoffman. Fisher. And down went to Lewin Mills. Play goes on. White. Kept in play. Middle of the field. Hannah Ploydall. Marked there by Gonzalez. And in on net where the stop made by Brown. Moving up, Kauser played it across midfield, out of play, throw in for St. Paul Academy. Fisher on the throw in. And driven back across midfield by Breck. And a Ploydall. Plays it all the way through when it comes to Brown. To midfield. And a Ploydall. Marked up by Madrano. Deep right, sealed side, Grace Ploydall, and Straub stayed in front of her, and it's a goal kick again for SPA.
Yes, Straub doing exactly what you want to do as a defender. Get your shield up, make sure that the forward can't get her foot on that ball, and then get the goal kick.
Throw in for the Mustangs. Draws, getting it in play, out of play, and throw in for Breck. Draws in. Excuse me, got in rather by Mixon and out, and now we're going to have a corner kick again for Breck. Anna Ploydall will take the corner.
So anything high now, high in the air, is an advantage for Breck.
There we go on the corner. Missing on the try was Grace Ploydall. Rolls all the way back where Adia has to take it, and then she lost it. SPA gains control, and then Adia getting it back from Gonzalez. And Breck on the move again. Ball played ahead. Out comes White and out came Brown and able to play it. Well, we had an offside call anyway.
We had an offside, but still, that was a nice play by the keeper, coming out, cutting down the angle, and covering up that ball nicely. So a free kick here for Spartans.
Fisher playing it up middle of the field. Adia. Driven across midfield again. Sent deep. Mixon trying to get there. Now it comes to Grace Ploydall. She'll put a shot in on net. And Lindsey Brown another stop. Well, Breck getting some more quality chances here early in the second half. Sig, nothing in yet, but definitely putting more pressure on Lindsey Brown.
Yeah, St. Paul Academy unable to get past the midfield line, and Breck is right there with their midfielders attacking the ball, getting the takeaways. Here's that last shot. Left-footed shot right at the keeper. Brown right there nicely puts her hands up and make sure you don't get a rebound.
White with a foot on the ball. Off Johnson, kept in play by Breck. Adia now will move up. And her shot gets blocked.
Here we see St. Paul Academy on the counter. Poked up by
Johnson, keeping it away from Hoffman, who gets it in quickly to Medrano. Lofting it toward the front of the Breck net. And this is going to go out off of Breck. And Peyton Offet and give St. Paul Academy their second corner kick of the night, first in this half.
Let's see if they can capitalize on it. Here's a good look at Jeremy Driver, coach for the Mustangs. A little low, see if they can get a foot on it. Nope.
Fisher took the corner, but no shot on net for St. Paul Academy. Now it comes to Mixon, but getting a foot on it first was Straub for SPA. Throw in for Breck.
We didn't want too many soccer balls on the field. Now we're back down to one, and Breck again coming on the attack.
Georgia Lewin Mills played it to her right. Here's Hannah Poloidal. And ran into Heidi Duell, was able to keep her away from the ball. Now Gist playing it off to her left, to her right rather. SPA will chip it out to midfield. Medrano touched across midfield by Hoffman before Breck takes control again. Kauser. Right side, it's Mixon. Crossing it to the middle. Hannah Ploydal trying to move around Bond there. Middle of the field. Caught up to by White. Pass missing. Middle of the field, and SPA takes over. Meza. Sent right back down by Draws. Mixon. She'll go deep with it. Crossing it out in front. Out comes Brown. Played by the defender. Ball is loose. Goalie now running back into position. And sent by St. Paul Academy to the sideline, but not out. Breck still has control. Then Mixon losing it to Gist. We have a whistle.
I think we have an injury on the Breck side.
Look at the scoring chance just a moment ago.
That ekes the ball out there, and Brown gets out there. The forward goes over her.
And then White comes out now. It was Fisher, the defender, that came over, and you look at Kendall White. Take a little rest and appear to be anything serious, and hopefully we'll be able to see her back in. She's replaced now by Sarah Feather. Breck continuing to attack here in the second half, and now SPA has it.
And again, really having a tough time getting away from the Breck midfielders.
Hannah Ploydal from Mixon. They're knocked off the ball by Mesa, still battling with her. Comes back, Hannah Ploydal. Adia, short pass to Feather. Driven on net and a save by Brown. And a shot from Georgia Lewin Mills. And it's still scoreless with 27.5 minutes to go here in the second half. And no overtime in high school soccer this year.
So every goal matters, obviously. You know, with all this offensive push from Breck, you would think that eventually something would go in, but they have not figured out what they're going to do with Lindsey Brown. Brown has been hot as a pistol there in the net.
Moffitt's pass was taken by Straub and sent deep.
Barron giving it chase. They both go down.
Barron losing the race to the ball as Kauser got to it first. Draws with it. She'll chip it up sideline. That one will stay in bounds for a while and then rolls out in front of the SBA bench, where the Spartans will get the throw in. Ball played through to Gift from Meza. Toronto had it for a moment and onto the foot of Gonzalez. Out on the right to Hoffman. And played across midfield. And all the way back to Kauser of Breck. Kauser with it again. Able to thread the pass through to Feather. Gonzalez for SPA. All the way right side. Battle for it. It's off of Breck. Throw in SPA. Pass out in front and then driven out as off of Breck. We'll get a St. Paul Academy corner kick.
Their second of the half.
Madeline Fisher will take it again. Fisher's corner near side, headed away by Breck. Sent back by SPA, knocked down there by Johnson. Grace Boyd-All getting it to Mixon. Threaded up the left side, and Fisher races back for it for the Spartans. Plays it out. Throw in for Breck for Lewin Mills. We get a couple of substitutions here, though. First for the Mustangs, Katie Tyson and Ava Kapishki, both in. Kapishki, the freshman, in for first time tonight. Tyson did play in the first half. Well, throw in whistle. Foul on SBA. Hannah Boyd-All will set it up here on the free kick. And drives it high and out of play. Goal kick, St. Paul Academy. Short pass off the goal kick coming to Meza. Just off of...
I think it's going to be...
Yeah, it's going to be off of S. No, it is going to be off Bracken. We get a throw in instead for the Spartans. Breck takes it back, though. And Boyd-All. Threaded through to Tyson. And that's broken up and driven out by Straub. Throw in for SPA. Off the foot of Medrano. Lost it. Here's Adia for Breck. It's past a couple of players. Pushes off to her right. Hannah Boyd-All trying to gain control but can't. And sent by St. Paul Academy across midfield. Getting to it first was Barron for SPA. Plays it to the middle of the field to Gist. Breck there to cover up, not allow Mia Hoffman to get a shot on net. Now Hoffman will run after it, deep right side, and Kauser gets to the ball first for the Mustangs. Out of play, throw in St. Paul Academy.
That last offense, the Breck Mustangs had 6 players in the back with 3 attackers.
Crossing pass broken up by Kauser. He'll drive it up the left side. Taken by St. Paul Academy, trying to get it to Gonzalez, but that pass missed. Tyson for Breck, and then coming aggressively into the play and taken away is Meza. Meza goes down, is knocked out of bounds by Offed. Meza makes the throw in and gets a foot on the ball, out of bounds off Adia.
And we'll do it again.
Breck regains possession. Out to midfield. Chipped left side by Straub. On a bounce, knocked down in front, and then driven out by Kauser before Barron had an opportunity to get a shot away.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were going to call that foul. That was pretty much over the back.
SPA foul. The free kick, it's knocked down by St. Paul Academy as they regain possession. Here comes Fisher. Got a strong leg. We've seen it tonight. Still with possession. Deep right side. Crossing it out in front. Then redirected. It's in.
Oh, what a pretty play that was. You know, if you hang around long enough, you get something.
Andrea Gist knocks it in. Madeline Fisher with a beautiful pass and the assist. And SPA has the first goal of the match. Well, just over 20 minutes to play here in the second half.
Scoring that goal for SPA, number 10, Andrea Gist.
That was a great play on both ends, Sig. Both the pass and the finish by Guess.
Yeah, it was just beautiful.
Well, they've been what's the shots on goal margin tonight? They've been outshot badly.
It's 12-2.
Yeah. Well, that one counts.
That one counts.
Now here's a chance for Breck, and they tie it right back up. Well, we have a whistle before the shot. I believe so, as it was put in the net by Georgia Lewin Mills. What do we have?
I didn't see it, but it looks like it may not count.
Well, no, apparently not.
That's not going to count.
I don't know if the referee thought it wasn't in the net, if it was wide and off of. They're going to confer on this. I mean, that was definitely in the net, unless there was something called before the shot by Georgia Lewin Mills. Jeremy Driver can't believe whatever they have called or not called there. I don't know if he's saying it. To look at it again, Sig. It's in the net. I don't know what happened. Instead, we get a corner kick. Wow.
Interesting turn of events there. I thought it was in.
It was definitely in. I mean, there's no question about it.
There may have been a physical contact with a keeper, but that's.
But that wouldn't give you a corner kick.
No, that wouldn't be a corner kick. That would be a free kick going the other direction.
Right.
So I don't know where that one came from.
So we play on. Still 1-0 SPA. 19 minutes to go here in the second half. Out of play.
It's similar to a game we had the other night where we thought that the ball had gone outside the goalpost, only we found it on a replay that in slow motion that the ball had ricocheted off the post, gone into the net, and went out from the back of the net because it wasn't tied down. So maybe the referee thought that the ball was on the other side of the post. We'll have to take a look at it again and see if we can get a better look at that. In the meantime, it's still 1-0 officially on the field, and that's all that counts at this point.
That's right. All played up the right side, a race for it. Cowser trying to get back there and does, a step ahead of Hoffman. Nicely played ahead by SPA, but well defended by Breck. Now a turnover. Madrano got it back to Bond. SPA trying to set things up again. They'll drive it back. Fisher will chip one up into the air. Header by Cowser of Breck. SPA bottling Breck up briefly in their own end, and now the Mustangs have a little room. They'll send it out to midfield, but right to Meza of SPA. Got around Becca Holt, then taken back by Hannah Ploydal, out by Meza, throw in Breck. Grace Ploydal back in. Bishki out. Throw in. A little too far out in front of Holt. It does keep it in play, though, for the Mustangs. Back to Hannah Ploydal. Stops.
Good ball movement there.
Dropping it back for draws. To the sideline, driven out by SPA. Throw in Breck.
You know, if you're Breck, you're asking yourself, what do you have to do to get a goal that counts?
Grace Ploydal knocked out of bounds by Straub. Throw in with 16.5 minutes to go. Gonzalez had a foot on it, and again out off SPA, this time off of Gist. Holt will try again. Grace Ploydal turning, gets some space for herself. Outside for Holt. She'll cross it into the middle of the field. Nobody really there, though, in a Navy jersey to play it. Now Breck gets a piece of it, but well away from the goal. Back to Gist for SPA. Pushed by Barron. A little bit across midfield, but onto the foot of Cowser. Johnson, and out of play. Throw in SPA. And we'll do it again. Breck able to now get the advantage of the throw in from midfield. Trailing 1-0, under 15 minutes to go.
That's a free kick.
Ball comes back to Holt. Driven out by SPA. And this will be a throw in for Mustangs. We'll get a substitution. Maggie Mixon back in. And Becca Holt out. Throw in by Maggie Draws. Hannah Ploydal. And going down, we get a whistle and a foul on Straub as Grace Ploydal went down. Free kick, Mustangs.
Good look there at number 12, Straub for St. Paul Academy. She's had a terrific match so far. Been a real thorn in the Breck offensive forwards.
And a Ploydal out front, header a try, and then back forward is Brown. Moffett was the Breck player with a scoring chance there, but Lindsey Brown out to play it. And she preserves SPA's 1-0 lead.
Well, she tends to put herself in the right place at the right time, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm. Really solid keeper. Throw in by Draws. There's Grace Ploydall. Defender went down. Grace Ploydall trying to get back to it again and sent out. And we'll get a corner kick for Breck.
I think it's going to be a throw-in.
Oh, you're right.
It was close.
Yep. Throw-in by Draws.
It's a good look at Lindsey Brown having a fabulous game. Breck trying to set something up. Here comes a shot.
Dia with the shot save, and handling the rebound was Brown.
Right move by Brown. If you don't have physical control of it, knock it down in front of you and then go get it. Here comes St. Paul Academy.
Here's Gist, who scored a few minutes ago, the only goal of the match so far. Medrano trying to get it back to Gist and missed on that pass. Sent out of bounds by Draws. SPA throw in. Here's Meza. Gist taken away by Breck. And sent off of Mixon accidentally and gives the Spartans another throw in. Contact at midfield, play on, comes back to Draws. Out to the middle of the field, White. It's played by Gonzalez. Now Medrano with it. Gonzalez right behind her. Hannah Ploydall got a foot in off of her. And a SPA throw in. Nope, we're going to go back to Breck.
Okay. Oh, it was the illegal throw-in. So now we're going to have St. Paul Academy again.
Medea. Her pass broken up by Straub. Comes to Grace Ploydall.
Boy, she's been busy today.
Sent out to the Breck bench. Throw in for the Mustangs. Sent out by SPA Straub. Throw in Breck. Ball loose, middle of the field, right out in front of the net, and off the foot of Lewin Mills and out. Goal kick, St. Paul Academy. Upcoming games for St. Paul Academy next Tuesday at Blake, and Minnehaha Academy and Providence Academy still to come yet here in September for the Spartans. Mixon trying to go through two players, goes down.
See what the call is.
We are going to have our second penalty kick of the match for Breck.
You'll see it.
Mixon getting knocked down in the box here, pushed down from behind. Now here's the chance for Hannah Ploydall. Shot away and another great stop. Brown did it to her in the first half and again comes up huge.
Can you believe that? Oh my goodness. How do you stop two PKs in the same game? Watch this. Knew exactly where it was coming, was able to shove it out of the way. It'll be a corner opportunity for Breck. But another incredible save by Lindsey Brown. Nice high.
Corner right out in front. The header and glance sideways by Offed, wide out to the sideline and out of play. Throw in for Breck. Here's the one in the first half, Sig.
Brown just gets to the right and gets her paws on it.
And this one goes deep, and Lewin Mills hits the side of the net.
Actually, the second one was a carbon copy. Went to the right, and Brown read it correctly.
Eight minutes and 40 seconds to play. Still 1-0 in favor of St. Paul Academy. Breck thought they had one a few minutes ago and ruled no goal. Shortly after the Spartans had put their first goal of the matchup. And just their third this season in 5 matches. But right now it's given them the lead. They try to get their first win of the season. And this would be a big one for them against the top team in the IMAC.
It would be huge.
Now to 8 minutes to play. Still in play, Breck chipping it up to the middle of the field and midfield where it's headed by Gonzalez. Played back by Breck and driven back out by Straub. And Gonzalez getting it ahead to Duel, or to Gist rather. Taken away by Adia. Chipped ahead, out comes Brown, but it's driving it out to the right of Straub.
That's going to end up as a corner.
Not the result she wanted. She was hoping to send it over the sideline, but that ball took off on her, and we do get another corner for Breck.
Corner kick taken by number 10, Georgia Lewin Mills.
Lewin Mills will take the corner. Out in front, headed away by Heidi Duel of SPA. And sent across midfield by the Spartans. Knocked down there by Johnson. Comes back to her. Breck will reset on the back end. Hauser sending it out to the right. Mixon got a foot on it. Gist gets back for SPA. And this is off of Meza and out. Maggie Ott, sophomore defender, in for Breck and gets the throw in here. Onto the foot of Hannah Poloidal. Off it for White. And they get it ahead for Grace Poloidal, and again back there's Naomi Straub, who's made some nice defensive plays tonight for St. Paul Academy, covering up on the back end. Under 6 minutes to go here in the match. Breck comes back. Here's Hannah Poloidal. A little space there, and again it's Straub. Gets a foot on it and drives it across midfield. Back to Kauser. She'll send it back for Breck. And sent out by Gonzalez. Throw in for Ott. Missed Mixon on the pass, but it still comes back to Breck anyway. Hannah Poloidal trying to send it through for... And it's Brown jumping out in front of Lewin Mills before she could get a shot away. Good aggressive play by the keeper, Sig. Rather than wait for the play to come to her, she goes and attacks.
Exactly what you had to do. Get out there and get in front of the ball before somebody gets a shot at the net.
Adia comes in. It's a foot on the ball. Grace Poloidal and taken by SPA. It comes to Gist. And across midfield off the foot of Bond. Sent back deep by Breck. Loose in front and cleared away again by the SPA defense. And again, it was Straub. Go back that way again, and this time it'll roll all the way to Brown. Upcoming games for the Mustangs. They're off until Tuesday when they'll face Minnehaha Academy. Then Mounds Park Academy Thursday, and the 29th they will be at Blake. Throw in for St. Paul Academy. 4 minutes to go in the match.
Spartans in no hurry to get this ball back into play. They finally do. And it's going to be a corner.
Madeline Fisher on the corner kick. Stop by Kauser, and then the shot by Gonzalez will arc wide and out of play. Upcoming on CCX still tonight, Breck boys will host Benilde St. Margaret's at 7:30 p.m. Tri-Metro Conference boys soccer Friday afternoon as Brooklyn Center hosts St. Anthony. Then the BC girls will host Columbia Heights on Tuesday, also 5 p.m. And then a late conference doubleheader a week from tonight, Minnetonka at Hopkins. Here comes Breck. 2:48 to go, trailing 1-0. Dominated play, but they trail on the scoreboard. Throw in for SPA. The difference has been the keeper, Lindsey Brown, who has been outstanding tonight for St. Paul Academy.
Absolutely, and one more, number 12, Straub, has been right in there for defense. That combination has been really keeping the SPA in the game.
Here's Mixon, got a little space, and covered up and cleared away by SPA. And again, it was Straub defensively who made that play. Or excuse me, that time, it was Duel who made the defensive play for Breck.
At number 11, she's also had a good game.
Throw in for Breck, under 2 minutes to go. Offed can get in play. Grace Ploydall arcing it, but out of play. Goal kick for St. Paul Academy.
And Lindsey Brown taking your time getting the ball.
She'll give it to Madeline Fisher. Fisher driving it out toward the right sideline, headed back by Offet. Fisher getting it again. Lost it, throw in. Turning, and who's it going to be off of?
1 minute.
It is off of SPA. We're going to have a corner kick for Breck, down to 50 seconds to play.
Corner kick number 6 in this half for Mustangs.
Lewin Mills arcing it in front. Ball comes loose. Cleared away by the Spartans. Comes back. A Diaz shot gets blocked. Header in the air by Duel, then off Gonzalez. Floyd all trying to squeeze through the D and can't. Pushed out to the sideline. Throw in for Breck. We're down to 20 seconds to go. They got to hurry. They get it in. Trying to get it to Grace Ploydall. Back to Hannah Ploydall. Sent toward the net, and it comes through to Lindsey Brown. That is going to do it.
All she has to do is hang on to it, and this match is over.
And
wow.
St. Paul Academy with a huge upset, and they win it here at Breck by a score of 1-0.
And there's your two stars right there, number 12 and number 98. Keeping Breck out of the net. Breck really controlled the ball well, passed it well, was very aggressive on attack most of the match, but they couldn't solve the defense, and they could not get past an incredible play of Lindsey Brown.
A great goal by St. Paul Academy scored in the second half. Madeline Fisher with the cross and Andrea Gist with the goal to make it 1-0. Jeremy Driver still wanting an explanation on why that was a no-goal sig with about 19 minutes to go in the match and a ball that was clearly in the net. But we don't know what was called and why. It ended up resulting in a corner kick,
yeah, that
which confused me. If it had been like a goal kick, he'd say, okay, there must have been some sort of foul on Breck, but ended up as a corner. Regardless, the posted score is 1-0, and congratulations to St. Paul Academy. Really a nice win. They played well defensively as they have all season. They get the one goal that counts tonight with about 20 minutes to go in the match.
Yeah, we can debate the other non-goal forever, but it's what counts is on the scoreboard. I think hats off to the St. Paul Academy defense and the keeper. Boy, they were good. They were just killing everything that came at them.
St. Paul Academy with a win. Now 1-3-1 on the season. Breck drops to 2-2-3 on the year. That'll do it for our telecast. Reminder, if you're watching on this Thursday, to tune in for Breck Benilde St. Margaret's boys soccer at 7:30 tonight on CCX1 and ccxmedia.org. For Sig Lagery and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for watching. Our final score again, St. Paul Academy 1, Breck 0.